just on that day, Tinibu made a miscalculated statement, an avoidable blunder, a despicable act. He further destroyed the economy of Nigeria. It will never regain. That is just 1 minute. If he can do this damage within 3 months, under 3 months he is going to war. Under 3 months he has taken over FIRS, Nigerian Custom, Port Authority, Maritime Authority. Under 1 month, under 2 months, he has destroyed the value of the naira. Under 3 months, it is hunger and starvation and disease all over the horizon. Under 3 months of Tinibu, it is confusion.
All right, you've watched the intro there. That man is very, very bitter about what is happening to him right now. And he is representing all of the northern people, or people from the northern side of Nigeria, or North Central. So I will bring you the updates later, but let's talk about the matters of importance right now. My name is Angelo. Welcome to Nation's Voice Tower. There is a secret file that was brought out of a particular government office that I won't tell you of. This particular file has a short article written by one of our sources, and it's about the fact that Bola Tinubu did not really go to secondary school or high school. It has been confirmed. Now listen, from the file, it says, unmasking the fraud called Tinibu. On Bola Tinubu's Wikipedia page, I'm going to show you this evidence after this update. On Bola Tinubu's Wikipedia page, his minions wrote his profile and claimed Tinubu attended St. John's Primary School, Aroloya, Lagos, before proceeding to Children's Home School in Ibadan. Now, question is, listen, what high school or secondary school did he attend to obtain his WAEC? Did he attend to obtain his WAEC or high school diploma? Or is he claiming that the Children's Home School, Ibadan, is a secondary school? Does such school even exist? And whose home school was that? And who was he staying with in Ibadan? So we all should believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not attend any secondary school or high school, but went straight to the university from a home school in Ibadan. Is that true? We must unmask the fraud. This is what the file had in it. And you can see on your page here that is a Wikipedia page. I cut it out from Wikipedia. You can see there that it only has that Bola Tinubu, the president, attended just primary school in St. John's Primary School, Araloya, Lagos. And there is no evidence of any secondary school attended. If you go around Nigeria, anywhere called the Children's Home is an orphanage. Please mark this. Around Nigeria, anywhere called the Children's Home is an orphanage. You might have primary schools in them, just primary schools. Yeah, even though we don't know if some have secondary schools, but does that mean he's an orphan? Because he has never told us that he didn't grow up with his parents. So it's either this is true, or this is a lie, or the other is a lie, and the other is the truth. So we'll keep on following these things until we bring out the truth about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, back to the man that was talking in the introduction of the video. The truth remains that the Muslims in the north and everybody in the north, both Muslims and Christians, are tired of what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing as the president. They have called him a number of times. They have even sent delegates. In fact, this time around, they have come out to protest and so on. But this particular Muslim cleric has been known for his doggedness and straightforwardness. He has come out to call out the president. He said everything that Asiwaju has done right from the day he was sworn in till date is very, very wrong. He regrets anything that has to do with Bola Tinubu and Buhari. In fact, he faulted the government of Buhari and faulted the government of Bola Tinubu. He said in few months, Bola Tinubu has committed the biggest crimes that no Nigerian president has ever committed. So watch this video in the full version of it so that you will really listen to how bitter the Northerners are through this man. Stay tuned. More details when we come back.
He further destroyed the economy of Nigeria. It will never regain. That is just 1 minute. If he can do this damage within 3 months, under 3 months he is going to war. Under 3 months, he has taken over FIRS, Nigerian Custom, Port Authority, Maritime Authority. And under 1 month, under 2 months, he has destroyed the value of the naira. Under 3 months, it is hunger and starvation and disease all over the horizon. Under 3 months of Tinibu, it is confusion, inequality, discontentment. But the final message of this list and the portfolio is that it's not only a military man that succeeds in plotting a coup successfully. Civilians like Bola Ahmed Tinubu have perfected the art and the skill of executing a civilian coup successfully, seamlessly, and I sympathize with the Nigerians. You give somebody 100 years, he will fail. You give somebody 6 months, he will perform. We have a living example now. Just within a day, on the day of his inauguration, just on that day, Tinubu made a miscalculated statement, an avoidable blunder, a despicable act by announcing that no fuel subsidy. From that hour, from that minute, he further destroyed the economy of Nigeria. It will never regain. That is just 1 minute. If he can do this damage within 3 months, under 3 months he is going to war. Under 3 months it is hunger and starvation and disease all over the horizon. Under 3 months of Tinubu, it is confusion, inequality, discontentment, inequality, misgivings in the entire people. This is just a day or a month or 3 months. So time frame doesn't matter. Murtala Mohammed spent only 6 months. But today, that 6 months still rings bell. Buhari had 8 years. He left behind pains, trials, tribulations, discontentment, destroyed economy, destroyed policy, looting, stealing, and perverting of justice. 8 years. You give somebody 5 years, if he is focused, he is responsible, he has conscience, he can deliver. Give him 1,000 years, if he has no conscience, he has no focus, he won't deliver anything. Take example here. Our neighbors here in Cameroon, just Cameroon here. The president of Cameroon has been around for over 40 years. Paul Biya has been around for 40 years. Yet, Cameroonians are down the drain. They are hungry, they are angry, they are bewildered, they are dislocated. 40 years is 40 years of hunger and starvation.
Yes, we said when the bush is on fire, or when the bush starts to be on fire, the chameleon indeed will learn to run fast. So I'm very, very happy that that cleric is saying what is supposed to be said there. It is enough is enough. We can't have this hunger everywhere, strife is everywhere, lack of jobs, unemployment, insecurity. Then what really is the administration doing? Like, what are they really doing? They are appointing ministers. You are making policies fake and unworkable policies. Like, what has this administration done? Let us try to count. What has the Bola Tinubu administration done for us to say, okay, this is something that, okay, when Buhari came to government, we could count that he went further to give some sort of palliative to students, okay, by having the different women or different people cook for secondary school students, you know, in those days. When good luck came, we saw that he had a kind of intervention. He made sure almost every 36 states had a federal university that is to his name. All right, Buhari did 1 or 2, at least to some extent. In the 8 years he performed, he did something small that could be reckoned for. Even in his first few months, he did something that was very, very important. What has Bola Tinubu done in a few months? People are saying we should give him time. Anybody who needs to change a country doesn't need time. He should start from where he has started or where he is. Well, that is that. I will urge our viewers, please like our videos, share them. Don't also forget to drop a comment, because we need these comments to grow. And please tell your brothers, call your siblings, come and subscribe to Nation's Voice Tower, because we need you to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, we won't go viral. And if we don't go viral, wow, wouldn't you like to get updates from me all the time? I have lots of secret files, millions of secret files to expose until they are ousted out of government. So please, don't also forget to subscribe to this channel if you like what I'm doing. And call your siblings. I've told you, call your family members. Go out, post it on every social media platform. Post it everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, your WhatsApp groups. So that this particular message will go viral. Alright? Please, tap the notification bell too, so that we will always link up together. We from diaspora here will always support you, because we are one of you. Right now, finally, I have a video that has Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, who is also a human rights activist and a welfare fighter. Now, he has cried over the ministerial list and the injustice that has taken place in Nigeria within the space of few weeks and months that Bola Tinubu is now the president. He said, how can Dele Alake be the minister of solid minerals or thereabouts? How? Where has it been done? Dele Alake, from where? Do you know that Femi Falana exposed today that over 9 billion US dollars worth of gold is being taken out of the country, out of Nigeria every year? And we're here suffering from poverty. And of all people in Nigeria with experience, with a wild range of a pool of wisdom, you are appointing Dele Alake? That is what Falana was trying to say. Injustice has taken the face of Nigeria. Impunity has eaten up the peripheral polity of the system in Nigeria. Let me allow you watch this video so that you will know that everybody at the helm of affairs is bitter about Bola Tinubu and his government. Stay tuned.
Just yesterday, a friend was asking me, how can this government appoint Dele Alake as Minister of Petroleum? Solid minerals. It should be information. I said, do you know the implication? That annually, $9 billion worth of gold is illegally taken out of Nigeria. With according to a former minister, Dr. Oga, through private jets. Oh, yes.
$9 billion.
Yes, $9 billion. Gold alone.
They've been able to put a value to it.
Oh, yes. You can Google. I'm not talking of lithium. I'm not talking of other resources. I just handle a case in Manchester. Under our Minerals Act, if you are mining gold or any mineral, solid mineral, in my farm, in my land, what does the law provide? 100 naira per acre. I know the law. So you are moving me out of my land. I'm a farmer. This is where I farm. But you said, no, get out of the place. The government has taken over your land. We'll pay you 100 naira. So they were going to give our client 150,000 naira. And they came to us, what are we going to do with this? I said, don't worry, we'll go to court. So we went to court in Federal High Court of Osogbo. Oh, the other lawyer said, no, this is what the law provides. I said, no. Section 44(1) of the Constitution says, if you take over my land for public purpose, I will prepare a fair and just compensation. The law, the judge, this man awarded 250 million naira to our client. Well, you know what I discovered? Unfortunately, after the case, unfortunately for the company, we discovered that in 5 years, that company will make a profit of $500 million. No tax. Do you run a country that way? And you are asking the poor, tighten your belt.
Well, all said and done, we'll continue to talk because we can't stop talking until change is effected, all right? When we stop talking, what happens to people at home? What happens to our siblings at home? What happens to our family? What happens to other friends? What happens to the whole Nigeria as a whole? We all are fighting to see the emergence of a new Nigeria. We all are fighting to see the hope that we have been promised will come at the end of the tunnel. We all are fighting to see that the light always promised at the end of a tunnel will be very, very evident, crystal clearly seen. So why then do we have to bring ourselves back after coming up from the fangs of frustration, poverty and suffering, insurgency and unemployment that we encountered during the government of President Muhammadu Buhari? We are now plunging ourselves deliberately into a new government that has nothing to offer but hardship, suffering and economic breakdown. This is bad, and I would say this is bad. So we have to work and put hands together and say what all eyes should be on the judiciary, so they will do justice instead of the submergence of justice. Thank you so much for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed our updates together, and then we'll call it quits from here. See you next time. Bye.